Good evening, good evening, good evening, folks. Welcome to tonight's other front load and another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We are going back to that horrible world known as the JRC, but before we do the usual disclaimers, folks, I gotta make her quick. I'm getting rage nachos. Rage nachos, folks. In medicine, gotta take medicine. If you are unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, you're going to find all the pertinent links right there in the description box. Please, in particular, take note of the article written by NeuroClastic, a small non for profit started by autistics for autistics, wherein they interviewed and surveyed over 900 ABA professionals in regard to the Judge Rotenberg Center's so called behavior modification program. The Judge Rotenberg Educational Center didn't want you to read that article so much. They've threatened NeuroClastic with a defamation lawsuit if they did not remove it from the website. NeuroClastic has refused, so you know the drill. Please read the article. Share it on all your social media. We also have included in there NeuroClastic's public statement regards to the defamation lawsuit threat, as well as a link to their GoFundMe. We are crowdfunding in case the JRC actually sees through with their threat. Trigger warning 1 when we discuss places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center, an agape boarding school for boys. You're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips or surveillance footage of people with disabilities being tortured and abused. If you got young children present, please go ahead and utilize those headphones. This channel is marked not for kids for a reason. We use profanity on occasion and speak on dark subjects. If your child is 16 and younger and they are watching this, very obviously parental supervision is advised. Where we left off. The FDA invited interested parties to comment on the proposed rule by May 25, 2016. However, we received a request to extend the comment period, and in the Federal Register of May 23, 2016, we announced a 60-day extension ending in July 25, 2016. You had a lot of survivors coming up at that time, folks. In addition to requesting comments on the proposal generally, we specifically sought out comments on the determinations that the risk of illness and injury posed by the ESDs for SIB or AB is unreasonable and substantial, that labeling or a change in labeling cannot correct or eliminate, or it's the risk. Basically, they wanted to make sure, does this device actually hurt people? So during that 60-day extension, you had a bunch of survivors, many who, for their own safety, hear me on this, their own safety, asked to be anonymous, either submitted in letter or shown in person to give their survivor stories in regards to the effects of being hooked up onto that device. With these stories, they had the accompanying, in case any of those idiots from the stands want to crash into my channel, they came with this thing called not just stories, but the receipts to back those stories up. ER documents. Okay, folks? Just saying. Years and years and years of them, folks. We proved beyond a shadow of a doubt what the GED has done and continues to do to generation after generation after generation of kids. Okay? Wasn't even that hard to do. We also sought comments on other issues related to the proposal to the ban of these devices. So essentially, they were trying to say, okay, these people just brought up not just survivor stories, but ER documents and surveillance footage. What can the JRC say in regards to what's positive about the GED device? But again, we lost the word GED somewhere along the way. And again, here we are. One small thing could have cemented this into law forever and protected countless generations of other neurodivergent students getting sent to this hellhole. One little word. It's crazy what one small change can do or the damage it can cause or allow to continue, isn't it? We're going to close on that, folks. We don't get very many views on this channel. The few that we do get do tend to get removed from time to time. So please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, and don't forget to hit the comments. I do appreciate your time. And as always, we here at Spelling Tea hope you have a good one. I'll see you next time.